Welcome back to Hot Takes, ladies and
Hot
gentlemen.
Takes.
Every time it gets
MC
me.
Cubbin and DJ
It's
Ellard.
Saturday and your morning fix of Football Daily is featuring me, Zach Jellab, and Michael McCubbin. It's my birthday today, mate.
Yeah, happy birthday, mate. 21
you.
years young.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Not a day over 21.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Boy. So bring it on back to me.
Let's take it right away.
Jake Kazzy has our next one, Mikey, and they have asked, or he, probably a he, because his name's Jake.
Yeah.
Anyway, people who complain about parking the bus lack basic football knowledge. Everyone knows the smaller teams will park the bus against the bigger teams.
Right on, Sonny. I kind of agree with that. You just got to deal with it, haven't you? Not all of us have ball-playing
Neymars,
defenders. Not
Eden
all of us
Hazards.
have great creative midfielders. Smaller teams do have to park the bus. If it's happening a lot, I can see why people get annoyed.
But for teams like Newcastle, when they're facing people like Chelsea and Manchester City, sometimes, especially in the Premier League, you've just got to battle it out and get a draw.
Yeah.
That being said, when teams do try and play attractive football and succeed, it's arguably a bigger feat than teams that just park the bus.
Yeah, well, it's just it makes football into a nice game to watch, doesn't it? Adds to the entertainment. That's where people start calling it the beautiful game and calling it art. I can see why you get annoyed. I've been annoyed over the last couple of years when Mourinho decides to park the bus when he's got Alexis Sanchez and Lukaku and other good players on the field. But when smaller teams do it, I don't really care.
Fair play to them. They've got to get a point somehow.
And it can be quite fun to watch. I take a lot, almost as much satisfaction in watching a balls to the walls defensive performance as I do a really, really good attacking performance. Wigan against Man City last year, it was literally like watching an army just stride. It was just it was so great.
And then
it was just we've stopped them this time. They're coming back. That's a good example.
This next one has come from the mafia boss himself.
Ooh, scary.
Don Glabonne. And he has said, Mendy is a bang average defender and will be exposed against bigger teams. Now, it very much depends on what he's classed defender as. Does he mean in general just a left back or his defensive duties? Because right now, at this time of recording, he's got 4 assists and is top of the chart. Who else is he top
4
with?
to the floor. Holebas, who somehow has got 4 assists. How did that happen?
Fair play to him.
He's 34 years old, isn't he?
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
But Mikey, he's not necessarily playing left back, is he?
He's not. He's playing in a left wing back role. For anyone who doesn't know, left wing back, you can go forward and backwards, up and down the wing, like that.
But like Pep Guardiola on that documentary where he's just doing stuff like this, and it's so fast, it doesn't make, you don't understand how you can see where they're going.
But yeah, you know what? I don't actually give a I think you've got a point, because I've not seen Mendy actually properly tested in the Premier League defensively, because he's played 5 games in a year. But Man City aren't even good at keeping clean sheets anyway. Didn't keep that many clean sheets last year, still won the league by a mile. And they've kept 1 clean sheet out of 4 this season, and they're odds-on favourites to win it quite comfortably again. So sorry, mate, I think we kind of ridiculed you a bit too much there, because you probably have a point. I've not seen Mendy tested that much, so maybe he isn't that good a defender, but he's a very, very good attacker. A bit like Marcos Alonso at Chelsea. Yeah, exactly. Comparisons.
Hulk's baby has this next one, Mikey, and I'll tell you what, it's great. I agree with you. Zach Jellab has the best presenting skills of the whole FD team. Well, I knew I'd come into my element somewhere.
Yeah, go on then. Go on then, give us an example. Go on.
I can do a great guy from Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, but that's what everyone does.
And we call him the Stig. My presenting skills are okay.
Yeah.
Hulk, you've given me a lot of praise here.
There's a lot of praise,
but
too much praise.
I'm right now. If I'm a scout report, I'm second on upcoming presenters.
Maybe.
2. Zach Jellab. The 21-year-old presenter from Algeria has a head so meaty it is often mistaken for livestock and attacked by birds of prey and farmers.
No, I'd be inclined to disagree, but I think, you know what, give Zach some credit. In the last year, he has blossomed
The glow up.
FD presenters, I'd say that Joe and Pat are probably the best presenters on FD,
yeah,
most
give them
natural. Then Chris, I'd say, probably. And then just kind of the rest of us are all kind of just in there, around there, just kind of, down there with the munchers. Actually,
Right.
Kieran's probably quite a good presenter, I'd say. Behind the camera, just got to give him some credit. If he wasn't here, I'd be slagging him off. But who knows?
Everyone's got to take their path to success
Got to take
somewhere.
their path to success, and Zach does it by putting in tweets that praise him online.
We've got another one, Mikey.
Yep.
Because that's how it works. You can send them to us, we read them out. Oh, God, I had to burp. Sorry. Anyway, Chris Hamill is the king of bottle jobs.
Ooh.
2 appearances in the final, Stat Wars the champions. 2 losses in both of them.
Oh, well.
The stats say it.
That there's something to be said there. The Jurgen Klopp of Stat Wars. Give some credit to him. He was coming up against Patrick Van Straten, who in 2017 was easily the best Stat Wars competitor. And then this year he came up against none other than myself. And
The people's champion.
I was the people's champion.
Everyone was rooting for
everything
it.
was just going for me this year. And
It was written
I was
in the
I was
stars.
riding a wave that could not be battered away. It just went for me, and I just don't think Chris was adept enough at fighting that wave.
Fair enough.
And you know what? Like, I don't blame him, because it was a very strong wave. It was maybe as big as that
One in
big
Portugal.
one, the one in Portugal
Yeah,
that
fair
got
enough.
surfed last year. I wouldn't call him a bottle job necessarily. Maybe the pressure did get to him a little bit in that final, though. Maybe just a little bit.
We don't let it slip. Josh Williams has this next hot take, Michael.
Yeah.
And it is, the majority of FD are snobs. All right, you, Josh.
You.
You know what? We're not snobs.
We're actually not.
We're actually lovely people who I reckon if you met us in the street, you'd have a laugh with. I know a fan once said, if I see Zach Jellum in the street, I'm going to punch him.
Really?
Haven't been punched yet?
Not yet. I think actually this is really, really misjudged. You've really this one up.
You've let yourself down, Josh.
Because we're not snobby at all.
You know
Maybe
what?
Pat's a bit snobby.
Yeah.
I'm probably a little bit of a snob some of the time.
You know,
Olivia, a little bit of a
Yeah.
snob some of the time.
Templeman.
Is Templeman a snob? Is he,
Templeman.
yeah? Dorman, actually.
Dorman.
Dorman's a massive
God.
snob, actually. But the rest of us are
yeah.
fine. But thanks for the tweet anyway.
No,
let's think
Josh.
about
No,
ourselves.
Josh. You. This one might be a little biased, Mikel.
Yeah.
Old Mikel Ballack, Michel
Michel Platini.
Platini. This one, though, has come from King Mbappe.
Yeah.
Bit biased. Kylian Mbappe will win the Ballon d'Or before Neymar.
If that is actually Mbappe, then, well, respect the self-confidence.
It's hard. Mbappe is such a... and will win the Ballon d'Or at
Yeah,
some point
definitely.
in his career.
In the next 5 years, he'll definitely win
The
it.
question is, Neymar is also at the peak of his powers and is improving every single game, basically.
But, there's a big but. He has to win PSG the Champions League.
He does.
Or he has to win Brazil the World
World
Cup,
Cup.
which isn't happening for another 4 years. So he can wave goodbye to that one, baby. Yeah, I think you might actually be right. You might actually be
Ooh.
right. I think Mbappe will win the Ballon d'Or before Neymar. I can feel it.
Because-
I can feel it because he's flavour of the month and will be for the next few years. And if he carries
of
on
the year.
performing the way he does, because it's just like everyone just loves him.
I
And
love
no
him
one
a
likes
bit.
Neymar.
I love him.
Despite him being a really good player.
Mbappe is so fast, so clinical, so skillful, so everything you want to put in a player to enjoy football, Mbappe is. And to be honest, so is Neymar. But Neymar,
He just rubs people up the wrong way, doesn't he?
yeah, politically correct there, because I was going to say something which, if we ever did work with him, probably would be good.
No.
Saving ourselves. Hashtag sponsored content. Hashtag brands. Hashtag ad.
So that was hot takes for this week. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Send us in your hot takes, your hot takes to the next
takes.
week. You got to work on that a little bit, Zach, but I'll teach you. Where should I go next, Zach?
Check out FDFC. We've got loads of content coming on there. FDFC
Yeah.
games, FDFC personal masterminds.
Jimmy Floyd is on there today, I think.
He is legend.
Yeah.
He is. But yeah, check us out over there. We'll do some good stuff. We've got a lot of content coming.
And wish Zach a happy birthday. If you're on Instagram today, go and check out Football Daily's Instagram. We are going to have a big party. We're going to be live streaming it straight to your home. Come and celebrate with us.
I appreciate that. Yeah, come hit us up on Twitter and Instagram. Wish me happy birthday. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. All right, let's go, Mikey.
Yeah.